Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome on the Culture News. My name is David SERERO, and I have the pleasure and the honor to have over the phone today a first-class actor. He is also a screenwriter, and his name, you probably have seen his face on many, many great movies. His name is Mr. XANDER Bailey, and he is talking to us today. He's over the phone to talk about a first-class film that he has, that he's one of the co-writer, but also he's starring in this fantastic film that is called Misfortune. We're going to talk about that. So I have on the phone today the one and only Mr. XANDER Bailey. How are you, XANDER?
I'm great. How are you?
It is an honor and really a pleasure to have you over the phone. I'm a huge, huge fan of your acting. I'm a huge fan of your work. I had the honor to meet you and to see the movie Misfortune that you fantastically co-wrote with Desmond Devenish and co-starred also with him. And that film was screened at the very prestigious Chelsea Film Festival by my dear friend Ingrid Jean-Baptiste. Say hello to her. And that film got amazing response. Not only you got, before that, you got amazing critics and you guys won some prize and awards, but at the film festival, everybody was crazy about the movie. I have never seen something like that. I really never did. So,
yeah, that was really,
thank
you very much.
Yeah, no, congratulations. So for the people who don't have the pleasure and the honor to know you, XANDER, would you be so kind to tell us about yourself? What brought you to acting? How did you start in that profession?
Well, my father was an actor and a playwright. So
wow.
Growing up in New York City, I was around the business quite a bit, which was helpful for kind of getting into it and knowing what to expect. You know, the good years, the bad years, the up and down of that type of career. So as I got older and was making the decision whether or not I would go into business myself, I knew, you know, as I say, what to expect. So basically, by the time I was 22, I knew that there was nothing else I was going to want to do for a living. So that just became, from that point on, all right, this is it. And
so we are very grateful to you. And I love the fact that when the father is an actor and the son wants to become an actor also, it's really beautiful. And usually it does make very, very passionate actors. That's very, very interesting. So tell us a little bit about that film, Misfortune, who is really, on the Culture News, I called it a masterpiece, really. It really is, from A to Z, and each word I wrote on it are really from my heart. Tell us a little bit how that film came together.
Well, basically, Desmond and I have known each other since 1983, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big relationship.
Yeah, but for years after high school, actually, because we went to grade school and then high school together. Then after high school, we had lost touch, and a mutual friend had let us know that we were both living in Los Angeles. So we got together and for some beers and whatnot, and we started talking about stuff, and you know, we're both in the same industry. So we came up with some ideas to work on scripts. And then this one, Misfortune, he and I had both lost our fathers around the same time. At that time, so there were like some father-son issues going on for both of us, and that kind of guided this, because there's certainly a great deal of father-son issues in the film.
Yeah.
So I think that's what inspired that, you know, general concept.
Yeah.
Then we would just meet weekly and run with it, and you know, bring his ideas and my ideas and decide which ones we were going to keep and which ones we weren't, and we ended up with what we ended up with, and so far so good.
Yeah, well, we are very grateful to you, because the film is really, really a masterpiece, and I'm supposed also to talk next week with Sarah Kinga-Smith, who is a first-class producer, and she also helped a lot to have the movie being financed and developed. So we are also very, very grateful to her. And we're going to talk more about more about the future in terms of distribution, of that film, because we don't want that film to go. We want to see it in many, many theaters. I believe there is a date of release, which is around December, if I'm not mistaken. And it's really, really a fantastic thriller. And I really want to say, Xander, that your performance as an actor in that film is nothing like I've ever seen before. It is a first class performance, really. Congratulations. So you're also well known for that, a film called My Father's Son, for which you have won a few awards. Tell us a little bit about that movie.
Yeah, that's actually interesting, because I think without that film, we would not have ended up shooting Misfortune in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
So basically, a very, very good filmmaker named Jordan Fuller was out of Arizona. He came to LA to cast that movie, and so for the audition process, he ended up casting me, and that brought me down to Tucson to shoot that. And it was a great piece, and it went great, and I loved Tucson. And as a result, when Desmond and I were writing Misfortune, I knew Tucson so well. I said, what the little anywhere southwestern USA town we're dealing with definitely should be, in this Tucson area.
Yeah.
So and Desmond went down and checked out Tucson and totally agreed. I think that was actually pivotal in getting us down there for this great landscape.
Yeah. The landscape are really stunning in the movie. The cinematography is amazing. The story is really amazing. And I believe you also won the award of Best Actor and also the Audience Best Actor Award at two very important film festivals for your performance as in the movie My Father's Son. So congratulations. So what is next for you, Xander? What are you doing next?
There's two things I'm currently working on. One is a fantasy, adventure, horror screenplay that I've written that we're turning into a graphic novel. So basically, it's kind of like pitching it as the feature film, the script that it already exists, but also writing the graphic novel as we go, and seeing about publishing a novel perhaps before actually going to the movie.
That's really a great idea.
Yeah, that was interesting because I wrote it, and then most of the feedback was like, "Boy, this feels like a graphic novel or a comic book series." And it was like, well, what the hell? Let's just do that then, because you don't need a lot of financing to do a graphic novel. You just need a great illustrator and have that.
Yeah.
So, so I just go for
it.
And the other thing we're working on is...
No, go ahead, Xander, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, the other thing is just it's a TV series concept, which I guess we'll be doing kind of as a web series first, which is, it's in the comedy world. So we're working on that out here in LA as well.
Yeah, well, that's phenomenal. I must say that the end of the movie Misfortune made me very sad. I don't want to reveal too much, but this is really, really a first-class film that, in case you cannot see it in a movie theater around, definitely go to buy it on VOD as soon as it will be available. If you can buy it digitally, go to buy it. And also, I want to say that if you want to invest, because a lot of our audience are also investors and people of the industry, if you want to invest in a movie, let me tell you, to invest in a movie where you see the name of Xander Bailey would be the best investment for every penny that you would put, because him and Desmond, also Devonish, they know really how to put the money in the right place, and they know how to transform $1 into $2. So that's really the place where you want to put your money, whether or not Xander is involved as a producer or not. He's loved definitely at the box office, and people go to watch what he's doing because he is definitely a first-class actor, and he never disappoints his audience by his first-class performances. So, my dear Xander, the last question, because I know you have to run. What would you like to do when you grow up?
Well, I mean, you're looking at it, right? Just keep going and keep doing more and more, and experimenting with different types of work, different characters and certainly different stories. And I think as long as you can find a way to keep doing that, then you're a success, you know.
Exactly. And success has definitely come to you, and you ain't seen nothing yet, guys. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Serero. I had the pleasure today to have over the phone the one and only XANDER Bailey. Spell it for you, Bailey, Bailey, XANDER, XANDER. He's a first class actor, and he has co-written this wonderful thriller feature film called Misfortune, directed by Desmond Devonish, to whom we say hello, and he's a first-class actor. Feel free to check him out on the IMDb or other websites. So, XANDER, thank you so much, my dear friend, and I want you to know that the doors of this show are yours 24/7 for any movies that you are doing, and for any movies that you are doing, you can count on me to be uploading you at the very first role.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, XANDER. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.